opinions and beliefs presented on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the management, the affiliates and broadcast partners, or the sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Scarefest Radio, the radio you can see.
And hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Scarefest Television. It is September 26th, 2025. That means we're just like, October is next week. October is right here. The con is 3 weeks away. My life is in shambles. What can we do? Tonight we're doing the Film Festival review. Scarefest, of course, Scarefest Weekend we have quite the film festival, and this year was really hard judging it. Now I do not have the nominations in yet because we fell a little behind on getting all the math done. Exceptional feature films this year. Exceptional feature films. In fact, the schedule is a little heavier on feature films because we had so many good ones. Oh, by the way, to celebrate it, I actually cleaned up my floor, picked up all the pages that I threw over my shoulder when we did the seminar announcements. So I got that cleaned up. That's how I celebrated this. Joe will be reviewing The Long Walk. The Long Walk is his review tonight. And just one little thing I'll add. I was in a panic tonight because I tried to update the software that I produce the show on, and it didn't work. Everything went to hell. So I'm back to the old version, except for a couple plugins, but we'll make do. First, I want to say we're going to start off Friday, 4 p.m. with a Myra. There we go. Producing this show is very hard tonight because of things we don't normally do. In the 15th century, there's a music school where it's always dark. Okay, that's El Amara. I do not have a preview for that one, but we do have one for Blood and Rust. Blood and Rust will be at 4:30 on Friday from Ohio filmmaker Jeremy Herbert. In a town abandoned by industry and forgotten by highways, ancient evil has found a new home. In the fading rust belt of Red Patch, Ohio, nights feel longer, shadows heavier, and strangers never arrive without reason. After losing his father to a strange animal attack, burned-out diner manager Lamont Guest crosses paths with a mysterious drifter, the road-weary vampire slayer Belko, and soon finds himself drawn into battle between the ancient evil that's been bleeding his hometown dry.
Are we good?
Don't they keeping you up at night? Eat shit and die twice. Just as fun as they said you would be.
Our next film we'll be talking about, Appetite of a Nobody. Appetite of a Nobody, Friday at 6:15. From Australia, Gerald is a raw, meat-eating, socially inept guy who wants nothing more than to make friends. But when he follows the steps of an 80s self-help video, things take a blood-curdling turn. Appetite of a Nobody.
Hi, I'm Phil. And if you're watching the self-help video, you may be thinking you're fundamentally broken. Well, you're wrong.
Jesus Christ. Go on, get!
You just have a weak spot. A lack of skill, if you will. Today, we're gonna fix that.
What the f is this?
Jill, that's not a pig.
Oh my god, it's Winston!
Now, you're ready to make friends.
Next on the schedule at 6:45 on Friday, you'll see Sweaty Larry. This comes out of Atlanta. 3 curious young girls stumble upon an obscure urban legend and summon the infamous entity known as Sweaty Larry. They were warned. They were warned. Oh, and I don't have a trailer for that one. I'm sorry. That was on me. Next up, we want to see Blood on the Bleachers. Here we go. Blood on the Bleachers. Friday at 7 p.m. From Atlanta also. A psychology instructor and her senior class investigate a string of unsolved murders targeting staff and students at their high school over 2 years, trying to identify the mass killer.
Christine, what do you think makes a person a killer?
Such a complex question this early in the morning. What do you think the answer is?
Mr. Reynolds, would you mind giving us a review of the other Austin Memlar High murders, please?
There were 2 more victims over the course of the months. First, Lindsay Crawford, biology instructor, murdered at home. 2, Jennifer Morgan, assaulted in her home's bathroom.
I'm working on this case Mr. Reynolds assigned. It's some fake-ass story he told us just so that we would come up with some fairy tale case. The killer stabbed his victims with a hunting knife, and it is really unusual for a serial killer to suddenly change their MO.
Can you give us an update on the current investigation of these horrible murders? Are there any suspects yet?
We've been in constant communication with a local law enforcement task force that's assigned to these cases. And so far, there are no suspects.
Yo, Psycho, where's Kim and Justin at?
You want to be next, asshole?
Psycho's making threats. I'm shit when you meet loose.
The police are on this case. Trust me, we are gonna find whoever did this.
Yeah, well, they better hurry up, because someone needs to be put behind bars.
Enough! I can arrest both of you if you don't listen to me. Do I make myself clear?
Everyone thinks that I'm obsessive, but I feel like the answer's right in front of my face.
You're going to make a great investigator someday. This is a career that will eat you alive. Detectives were driven by a passion to bring justice to every crime, and we even go out of our way to stop crimes from happening. But it just isn't possible to solve all of them, no matter how hard we try.
Before I talk about Saturday, hi, Melanie Kinnaman. She's flirting with me in the chat room. She says she likes my shirt and my beard. I just want to throw that out there so it will be on the internet forever. Okay, starting off Saturday, The Boy from Below, Saturday at 11 a.m. from Kentucky's own Jonestown Films, set in the 1990s, as Halloween descends upon Carpenter Falls. A group of horror nerds plan for their annual scary movie marathon. Little do they know, they're about to find themselves living living in one, with a violent killer from the town's past returns. By the way, this features Scarefest favorites Dee Wallace and Felissa Rose. So, Boy from Below.
Carpenter Falls is back from the dead tonight as we pay tribute to our haunted past with the first ever Bray Bray.
Let's talk Halloween. For most people, they grow up scared of ghosts and boogeymen. It's not the same for us in Carpenter Falls. 30 years ago, B-movie scream queen and our hometown hero, Marilyn Lee Miller, took her own life, thus sending her only child into madness. The 15-year-old then went on to murder his uncle's entire family before disappearing into the night forever.
What's got you all spazzed out?
Oh, just this time of year. October hits and it's Marilyn Lee Miller this and Marilyn Lee Miller that.
Yeah, well, our town is known for a B-movie scream queen offing herself, so.
I know Halloween. It's a bit of a trigger point for you.
Marilyn's body. It's missing. Somebody dug her up.
What is taking Avery and Aaron's mom with that pizza?
It's him.
It's who?
Well, a Marilyn Lee Miller fan. Shocker.
Wish I could make it stop.
There's a guy in a mask. He murdered everybody.
Stay here, okay? Stay here!
They stare into the dark from this moment forward. They'll see me.
Then, Saturday at 12:45, we have the short film, The Last Sleep. This comes from Italy. Landon, a young nobleman, fails to meet his father's expectations due to his homosexuality. The man cruelly torments him in an attempt to change him, ultimately driving him to suicide. However, Landon had concealed an intimate and profound love with a vampire, who now refuses to accept his loss and seeks revenge against his tormentor. The Last Sleep.
C'è qualcuno? Chi sei? Se dicessi che sono la vostra coscienza mi credereste. Anima, milord? Voi sapete cos'è l'anima?
And we'll get one more film in before our commercial break. The Slasher Nurse, Saturday at 1 p.m. 20 years after a prank leaves one person, a patient at a psychiatric hospital. I'm sorry, I'm going to start over. 20 years after a prank leaves one person, a patient at a psychiatric hospital escapes hellbent on bloody revenge. Features Felissa Rose, Brian Bremer, Beverly Rudolph, and Diana Prince.
Can I help you?
Hi, I'm here for Piper.
Who's that?
She's just a friend from school.
Well, where are you going?
To check out a spot for a film I'm making. Can I go now?
All right. Home before dark.
Whoa, this place looks amazing. You sure it's abandoned? Pretty sure. I've never seen anyone here.
What do we got, Rudy?
Morning.
I've been informed one of your patients has gone missing. Piper High's supposed to be a vegetable. You tell me she escaped?
Piper. Oh my god!
Shit.
What do you have, a hole in your brain or something?
Who's that?
Are you fucking kidding me?
He's talking!
Nice dress.
This story unfolds.
Are you a fan of horror movies, books, comics, music, and collectibles? Rue Morgue magazine is for you. Subscribe today to receive 6 or 12 print issues annually and join me, executive editor Andrea Subisati, on an ongoing journey through the horror genre of the past, present, and future. Plus, get access to unmissable special editions such as A Century of Witches, 50 Years of Gore Cinema, British horror movies, and so much more. Rue Morgue, the world's premier horror and culture and entertainment magazine since 1997. Accept no substitute.
At 3 p.m. on Saturday, Banana Head. After her mother's disappearance, Andy Sanger hopes to land the lead role in the adaptation of her mother's best-selling novel, Banana Head. But after discovering the haunting legacy within the walls of her familial home, family's home, her own aspirations threaten to tear her apart. At 3:30 p.m., The Littles, short film. After her mother's disappearance, Andy Sanger hopes to land the... Wait a minute, that was Banana Head. I do not have the description for The Littles. I'm sorry, everyone, and I'm sorry to the people that put on The Littles. I copied and pasted wrong. So let's go on. We'll do Simon now. Okay. Simon's on screen. From Spain, a unique video character created by a 13-year-old child in a life simulator narrates the unfortunate story of his life from the moment he was generated. Full of hatred and resentment, he will seek answers about its world and the malevolent God that controls it. Simon.
I still remember when I was born. There was something that made me feel special, as if the world were meant just for me. A voice in my head was always telling me what to do. Some would say it's a matter of God's will, but I know the truth. God is 13 years old. He lives in a small bedroom, and I will never forgive him for what he did that night. God's name is Simon, and tonight I'm gonna kill him.
At 4 p.m. on Saturday, The House Among the Trees. This also comes out of Georgia. After 3 thieves break into a secluded house, they accidentally discover a small town's dark secrets.
What the fuck?
I don't know how to explain what we've gotten ourselves into. All I know is that we are gonna have to fight our way out of it. Tooth and nail. We're gonna have to drag ourselves through the dirt. We're gonna have to swallow blood.
Coming up next, The Parcel. Chad's first day on a new job takes a gut-wrenching turn.
Shit.
Don't be nervous. You got this.
I just don't want to blow it.
Mr. Limefoot?
Who the hell are you?
With TDS? Your package?
You're doing a wonderful job. You're a good boy.
And closing out Saturday, Church of Phil. At 6 p.m., made in California, a theater maintenance man creates a cult by accident.
How was your sleep?
Like it or not, you are a cult leader, Phil.
Get this out of here.
And I do want to give the Littles its due. Very good short film. When 11-year-old Juliet stubs her toe on a loose floorboard, she unwittingly sets off a series of mysterious events. A faint noise and an unusual glow seeping through the cracks capture her curiosity. But as she investigates, Juliet finds herself pulled into a chilling, otherworldly encounter. Okay, now we're going to get back on track here. We're going to get to Sunday, and we're on A Game in the Woods. A Game in the Woods. From Texas. This is Sunday at 11 a.m. After a Texas rancher dies, his granddaughter and her girlfriend discover masked hunters at his ranch competing in a twisted game of life and death. Will the beauties and their already rocky romance survive the brutal carnage?
That looks fun.
Live a little.
I just like making plans and sticking to them.
They don't know what's coming. It's like they're happy and healthy until one day they just...
We just need to work on our communication.
It's just hunting.
We need to get out of here.
This is not what I paid for.
What the fuck is going on?
Nowhere to run!
You know, we got something special for you. I think you're really gonna enjoy this. You're either the hunter or the hunted.
We're gonna have some fun.
Do I have your attention?
Excellent.
This is my game.
I'm just here to make money. You're gonna make a few hunters very, very happy. Game on.
At 12:30 p.m. on Sunday. From Indiana, Jackknife. Jackknife is the debut feature-length film by our Scare Time Studios.
Hinkley, Indiana. This is where I grew up. This is where I became who I am. See, I've always been bad. When I was a little boy, I'd carve up little animals with the knife that I stole from my dad. Then one day, it was all taken from me, and I was sent away.
Hey! Be careful out there, it's getting dark.
One more day of school. Hell yeah.
I believe we're almost done.
Oh, I see everybody. Let's go say hi.
I'm sorry to get a Hinkley. As soon as I gave me my diploma, I'm gone.
Party. Monday.
Hell yes.
All the seniors.
Let's go.
That's my girl.
Are you ready to party?
Hell yeah, I am.
Don't tell Dad that we're buying any alcohol.
Hey girl, are you still coming tonight?
You know the house is up there, right? So why are we stopped here?
I have just received breaking news that might be disturbing for our younger viewers.
Did you hear that thing on the news about that dead body in the ditch?
You're not going that way, are you?
No, we're on the other side.
Haven't you heard? There's a killer on the loose.
Train's almost here.
What was that? Do you see anything?
No, what about you?
That's a trap. Right there, that's a trap.
Bitch did not get to see my best friend.
Guess he didn't want to play. That's okay. I got another toy.
For the first time ever, you can secure past Scarefest trading cards before the show. Now that the trading cards are a playable game, you can pick up previous series to complete your collection. I'm sorry. I was distracted there. We still have a few tickets left. Friday night is sold out. It's like within a couple of tickets. But we do still have tickets for Saturday night's Warren Museum After Dark Ghost Hunt featuring Dustin Perry. So if you have been holding off on that, it's low. It's just a few tickets, but this one is not sold out yet. Now, our Friday night offsite at the Lexington Living Arts and Science Center, the Paranormal Investigation with Aaron Sagers. Aaron Sagers has not sold out. Of course, we put it on sale late. It's running a little behind the other events, but that one is on sale now also. Just go to Scarefest Weekend, click your add-on events, and you'll find it there. And Adrian told me today that there are still VIP add-on tickets. If you have a general admission or standard weekend ticket, anything other than VIP, you can still get the VIP party add-on. I believe that starts for the add-on starts at 10 p.m., but it does run quite a while. VIP add-on is still on sale, not sold out. And our newest that I know of announced event, the Nightcap on Elm Street, a special, basically cocktails and hors d'oeuvres with Robert Englund himself and a few of the other Nightmare on Elm Street series cast members. This is a special event. Nothing like this has been done before that we know of, and this is your chance to take care of it. There's a lot of details on the website. Go to the add-ons and you click another link, takes you to the Nightcap page, and it gives you all the details on all the neat stuff that come with your ticket package. And I want to make sure any of you cosplayers out there that want to get in on the Saturday costume contest, there is a sign-up sheet. Go to scarefestweekend.com, scroll down to cosplay, and find that sign-up sheet for Saturday's costume contest. And my friends over at Fear the Talking Heads, James Thomas from Bonehead Weekly joined Barbara for an episode to chat about Scarefest guest Juliette Lewis in films and name off the movies some of you may have missed. Just go to YouTube, search for @Fear the Talking Heads. All right, we're on Thrift Store Ouija Board. 2:45 p.m. on Sunday from Pennsylvania. 3 friends awaken something supernatural through a thrifted Ouija board, only to discover it's far more interested in exposing their secrets than answering their questions. As paranoia and betrayal spiral, a deadly rift erupts between 2 best friends.
Is there anyone here?
Will the boy I like me back?
Who does Natalie like? Is Natalie lying?
I think we should stop playing now.
You're gonna believe a ghost over your best friend?
And our final short film on Sunday, The Itch. This one comes out of Mexico. A young man awakens in an unfamiliar apartment only to find himself under surveillance and decaying rapidly. He relies on an enigmatic set of vaccines he discovers in the bathroom to slow his decline, but quickly plots revenge on his unseen watcher as his condition continues to deteriorate.
We stand on the verge of a great era in medical science, where diseases that have plagued humanity for centuries may soon be a thing of the past. Medicine is no longer just about treating diseases. It's about transforming the very nature of human existence, prolonging life, and enhancing its quality in ways we could have never imagined. The transformative power of medicine is now within our grasp.
And our final feature film of the weekend, It Hunts. Out of Florida, Casey is a lazy nightcrawler with a diet almost as bad as his dead-end job. His life is going nowhere, and so is his relationship. One night he snaps awake with a feeling that something or someone is coming for him. Soon thereafter, he's plagued by recurring nightmares, visions, and life-altering paranoia. Will he be able to unravel the mystery that haunts him before it's too late?
Wake up.
I'm working right now. What is it?
I'm hallucinating, Alex. I'm seeing things.
What?
I'm hallucinating weird shit.
God, Casey, Jerry and I are the only ones tending the bar, and the house is packed to the rafters. I don't have time for this.
Don't hang up on me. Don't you dare hang up on me, Alex. I need you to talk to me right now. I'm fucking losing it.
Same as before. Motor functions are fine. Cognitive abilities are fine. I was working, no aura. I heard a sound and I followed it. I thought it was real.
These hallucinations, don't engage them. Going down that rabbit hole will undermine the psychotherapy and everything we're doing to try to get you stable.
Jake in the chat room asked, are the filmmakers going to be there? Some will, some won't, Jake. It's an expensive trip for a lot of them. We're not, well, we didn't, have we ever had the guy from Italy? Maybe not. Anyway, we had films here from Italy, Mexico, so obviously not all those people. But many of the filmmakers usually do make the trek, and we leave time at the end of each film for them to do a Q&A. So just so you know, we'll try to mark it on the calendar, on the Films Festival schedule on the website, the ones we know are coming. That'll be out probably in another week or so. And I do want to remind everybody now, the Film Festival this year is not where it was last year. When you go down the escalator from the main con floor, turn right, and then go up the little diagonal there. We'll have signs up, while people pointing the way. But then it's right around the corner. We get it in a new room, slightly bigger room. So that is where the film festival will be this year. Now we want to go over to some sponsoring vendors. Outpost 512, unique apparel, posters, and prints out of Taylor, Texas. Chosen Foundry, collectibles and keepsakes, wooden art and wall art. Druzy Does It, crystals for metaphysical healing and spiritual awareness. Scary Kids Home Decor, custom home decor and furnishings with a twist. Tea No Evil, horror tees, pins, prints, stickers, and so much more. Adulting Oxalotl, handbags, wallets, embroidery art, wall art, custom-made apparel, and accessories. And finally, I want to mention Chocolate Treasures. These are all our sponsoring vendors. Chocolate candy, chocolate skulls, chocolate body parts, fun new things to try and eat. Now, I'm just going to say that was the description they had on the website. Fun new things to try and eat, or fun new things to try and eat. You never know. But I need to check out that booth. That sounds fun. Okay, let's hear from Bonehead Weekly. Then when I come back, we're going to do a little Q&A in the chat room, if you got it.
Hey, Scarefest fans, this is Joe Lewis, Bonehead Weekly. We're almost there. We're almost time for the Scarefest. Now, I wanted to see this movie so bad, and I wanted to get this review out last week, but I wasn't able to. I know Jake Gobold, not giving him a hard time, posted that he cried at the end, and that I completely understand. The movie we're talking about is The Long Walk, or if you've ever read any of the Bachman books by Stephen King, Richard Bachman's The Long Walk, which is actually Stephen King. I read this many, many years ago, so it's been a minute. So watching the movie was like, this seems accurate. This seems like this is what they changed. It seems like what they changed. I don't know. I'd have to talk to one of you all about, because I'm not going back and rereading it. But I did love the story. And it was always one of those where it's captivating with young boys on a mission doing something that's absolutely stupid, like young boys often do, where if they'd been better off if they'd just stayed at the house. The Long Walk is about let's say a dystopian society. And in that society, in the movie, it kind of looks like 60s America. But in that society, there's the major, or whatever his name is, played by Mark Hamill. They, once a year, have to do this long walk by lottery. These boys, Shirley Jackson's the lottery. 3 of you will get that joke. And they have to do a long walk where they walk till there's only one left, and then they get a wish and all kinds of money and riches. It's a very desolate place. I think this movie is a little bit more political than the original book, but I want someone to talk to me about it. We follow our characters, and this movie is so well acted, and the acting is really good. It's written by J.T. Molinaire, and he did a movie called Strange Darling that I absolutely loved last year. And it's directed by Francis Lawrence. And if you don't know who that is, he directed almost all the Hunger Games sequels. And I Am Legend and Constantine. And I know a lot of people love Constantine, but I actually think this is his best movie. The only criticism I have for it are 2 things. The dialogue sometimes is a little like, did he just walk by 16, 15, 17-year-olds and kind of figure out and think that's what they sounded like? Sometimes. 2, the direction, Francis Lawrence. Not necessarily how anything looks as much as certain directors just get the most emotion that they can out of every scene. And that's not Francis Lawrence. He tells a very good story. It doesn't cut away. A lot of when they get their tickets punched, there's not a lot of cutaways in this movie. If someone gets diarrhea, there's not a cutaway. In fact, I'd like to ask Francis Lawrence just about some of the CG that went into that. I like the movie very much, but at the end of the day, it wasn't, I don't want to say it wasn't as good as the book, but it doesn't have the emotional impact on me. It's cool that Jake cried at the end. I don't mean that in a bad way when he posted it. I really like to talk to him about it, because it didn't have the same emotional connection to me. I just felt every scene he could have got more and more out of it, because the acting in this movie is so good. So a lot of you haven't watched The Long Walk because the box office is showing. You should. You want original. It's not really a horror film as much as like The Running Man's not, but you should watch it. You should check it. Hey, Ash, you should watch it. You should check it out. Go to a movie theater and watch The Long Walk. It is really good, but it's going to be tough for all of you. And if nothing else, you get to hear Mark Hamill talk about, you gotta have sack. You got sack, boy, as the major. Check this movie out. Seriously. I've just 2 criticisms. I wish he'd got a little bit more out of the story. I wish I was a little more heartbroken at the end. I want to talk to you all. What do you all think the ending means? But it's probably Francis Lawrence's best film. Sorry, Constantine fans. This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. Go out, and if you don't get to check out the movie, at least read the book, The Long Walk, by Stephen King, originally a Bachman book.
And I'm going to be here just a couple more minutes. Next week on Scarefest TV, of course, October, The Council. Brandon will be here to answer for his sins. That's pretty much what we have planned next week. And I don't see any questions in the chat room other than, do we have any more celebrity announcements tonight? No. You're sitting on as far as I can tell, the largest celebrity guest lineup in the history of horror conventions. So and people are having to book hotels like 45 minutes out of Lexington now. So let's chill on the celebrity announcements, because we do still have a couple floating out there that Brandon, if they were to come back and say, hey, you signed a contract, it could happen. So I look forward to seeing everybody next week, and tune in for the council, and then we'll have get your questions ready. We'll have of course, we'll do some Q&A next week, but most of this chitter chatter. In the week after, we'll do an FAQ. Nothing but questions for the entire episode. Me, Adam, and Adrian. And then, what is parking like? I do have a question. It's been, what do you mean, what is parking like? You've been there, Jake. You know what parking's like. It's, nothing directly conflicts with us this year. So at least we don't have to share the parking space. It takes quite a while to fill up the big lot across from the convention center. It's, I forget how many thousands of spaces. So we got that. Then you can go to the website, scarefestweekend.com, and click, there's a link on there for parking. It will take you basically to Lex Park and the other one. There's a couple links there. But it will help you find parking if you need to. So there you go. That's the answer on that. So anyway, get your questions ready in 2 weeks, and then the week after that, no show. You know why? Because I'm going to get sick and die. And then the whole thing will fall apart. I will be directing traffic for 3 days. That's what I'll be doing. I am so glad to see Melanie Kinnaman came in the chat room tonight. It was fun flirting with you. I'll try to freak a little time to buy you a cocktail this weekend, honey. See you next week.